Imagine stepping into a world frozen in time, a world where giants sleep under a blanket of dust. This place was built for sound, every inch of it designed to echo with life. Every single key, a black and white soldier standing at attention, had a purpose. Each one was a promise, a potential note waiting to be born. Every string, stretched taut inside these magnificent wooden bodies, was meant to vibrate, to sing, to fill the air with emotion. Music once filled these halls. Can you hear it? Just for a moment. The phantom echoes of sonatas, the ghost of a child's first lesson, the joyful noise of a party, the somber chords of a quiet evening. Laughter, tears, celebrations, and solitude, it all flowed through these instruments. They were the heartbeats of the homes they lived in, the companions to generations of hands, both skilled and learning. Then the hands stopped coming. One by one, the players moved on, grew old, or simply forgot. The music faded, not with a grand finale, but with a quiet, lingering decay. The final notes hung in the air for a moment, and then they were gone. The notes were never played again. The potential remained, locked away inside the wood and wire. Time passed, not in days or years, but in layers of silence. A quiet, relentless march that settled over everything. Dust, the patient historian, learned the shape of the keys. It traced the elegant curves of the grand pianos and the sturdy lines of the uprights. It mapped out the intricate carvings and the smooth, polished surfaces, creating a soft gray shroud over what was once so vibrant. Cobwebs became the new strings, catching light where music once caught the ear. Silence took the place of music. But this wasn't an empty silence. It was a heavy, profound quiet, thick with the memory of every song ever played and every song that never would be. It absorbed the light, muffled the footsteps of the few who wandered through, and seemed to press in from all sides. It's a silence that speaks volumes, telling tales of abandonment, of forgotten beauty, of the relentless passage of time. Look closely at these pianos. They are not broken. The hammers are still there, poised to strike. The strings are still intact, ready to resonate. The keys still wait for the gentle pressure of a fingertip. They are not dead, but dormant. They are simply waiting for a touch, for a spark, for someone to remember their purpose and wake them from their long slumber. Waiting for the hands to return. It's a strange thought, isn't it? That in a room full of instruments designed to create the most beautiful sounds imaginable, the most powerful thing you can hear is the complete absence of it. It makes you wonder about all the other silent things in our world. The unopened books, the unwritten letters, the unspoken words of love and forgiveness. All that potential, just waiting. Think about the stories these pianos could tell if they could speak. One might remember a young prodigy, fingers flying across the keys in a flurry of passion and ambition. Another might recall the slow, hesitant notes of an elderly woman playing old love songs from memory, her heart filled with nostalgia. A small upright in the corner might have been the center of family gatherings, bearing witness to Christmas carols and birthday songs, its surface stained with forgotten coffee cups and decorated with family photos. Each scratch on the wood, each faded spot on the finish, is a chapter in a long and silent novel. The history of a family, the dreams of an artist, the simple joys of everyday life. All are etched into these sleeping giants. We walk among them now as intruders, our presence a temporary disturbance in their silent reign. Our footsteps are the only percussion, our breath the only wind instrument in this symphony of stillness. This is more than just a collection of abandoned objects. It's a museum of memory, a sanctuary of silence. It reminds us that beauty doesn't always need to be loud. Sometimes it's found in the quiet moments, in the things that are left behind, in the spaces between the notes. It teaches us to listen not just with our ears, but with our hearts, to hear the stories that silence has to tell. Sometimes when you stand in a place like this, you realize something profound. In a world that is constantly filled with noise, with distractions, with an endless demand for our attention, the most deafening, the most poignant, and the most meaningful sound of all is the sound of absolute silence. It's in that silence that we can truly begin to feel, to remember, and to understand. These pianos are not broken. They are just waiting for the world to be quiet enough to hear their story. Thanks for joining me on this quiet journey. If this story resonated with you, consider subscribing for more explorations into forgotten places.